Hey, good morning, Barons. Mr. Merrill, your principal. Hey, before I get into my message, I want to do a quick shout out to Mr. Perezzini, Ms. Eckstein, and Mr. Martinez. Those three were honored by this retired San Diego police officer group that wanted to honor. They honor teachers throughout San Diego for just being who they are, wonderful teachers. So congratulations, Mr. Perezzini, Ms. Eckstein, and Mr. Martinez. And it's just not those three. I want to say that the teachers here are wonderful. There's so many teachers here that give their all and are here for you, and we are lucky to be graced by staff members like them. So congratulations. Hey, let me get my message into my seniors. Seniors, 2.5 weeks left. 2.5 weeks left of school, and that's it. So what I want to tell you, keep the prize in your mind, in your vision. Focus on finishing strong. Don't do anything that will jeopardize the end of the school year. I tell you this because Friday's our last assembly. This week is our last Spirit Week, and Wednesday is grad night. And I can't tell you how important it is that you represent our school well and you end strong and don't do anything silly or foolish that might jeopardize your opportunity to participate in the last activities, including graduation. I can't tell you the last 2 years I had to pull students out for graduation. They lost that privilege because they did something that they shouldn't have done. And I'm begging you, please don't put me in that position where I have to sit in front of you and your parents and tell them that you are not participating in graduation. It is not a thing that I look forward to. I hate doing it, but I had to do it the last 2 years, and it's not a fun thing. So please do the right thing. Wednesday is grad night. Do the right thing. Represent us well, and let's finish the year strong. So with that, make it a great day. Living the Barron way.
Good morning, Barons, and welcome to our BVTV broadcast. Today is May 19th, 2025.
I'm Daisy.
And I'm Dylan, here with the BVTV news that is relevant to you.
To begin, we'll tell you about our last Spirit Week of the year.
Next, we'll recognize our athletes' hard work and dedication.
Then, we'll highlight our incoming principal once again and gain some student input.
And as always, Barons, we'll present this week's special episode of Leo's Lemons.
Our final Spirit Week of the year is happening this week, and it's a great one.
Marcus and you will tell us more. On to them.
What's up, Barons? It's Marcus, and today I'm going to be talking to you about our last Spirit Week coming up and what you should wear throughout the week. Let's get into it.
Well, Barons, this is our last Spirit Week for the school year, and it's crazy to think, especially for the seniors, that this will be our last Spirit Week and assembly we will ever attend in high school. But enough of that. Let's show you what you should wear for this week's Spirit Week. So starting off, on Monday, you should bring a childhood item such as a stuffed animal or a toy that reminds you of your childhood. For Tuesday, dress as how your parents would, which I think is pretty self-explanatory. And Wednesday, wear your Disney gear as the seniors will be taking their grad night trip to Disneyland. On Thursday, dress as a baby picture that you have at your home. And for Friday, use your Baron gear to get into the assembly.
Well, that's it for me, Barons. Back to the studio.
A big thank you to our ASB for putting all this together.
Let's go all out to finish this year strong, Barons.
Speaking of finishing the year strong, our athletes have been working hard since the very beginning.
They deserve some recognition. Aaron, Theo, and Tamara will tell us more.
What's up, Barons? Today we're going to be talking about the sports ceremony taking place this Tuesday.
What's up, Barons? Spring sports have officially wrapped up at Bonita, and our athletes have delivered an incredible season. From track and field to tennis, baseball, softball, and lacrosse, our team showed hard work, determination, and school pride. This week, we recognize standout performances at the Spring Sports Awards. Congratulations to all of our award winners, and thank you to every athlete who represented Bonita well.
Definitely looking forward to that event, Barons. But for right now, that's all for me. Now, back to the studio.
Great job this year, Barons.
Yeah, congratulations to all athletes working hard at Bonita.
Hey Dylan, how do you think the juniors feel about our incoming principal?
You know, Adrian and I talked to some about what they think. Let's check it out. I can't believe we're finally going to be seniors next year.
I know, that's crazy. Did you hear next year too? We're going to have a new principal.
Yeah, he comes from the middle school, I thought. I wonder how other juniors feel about this.
Me personally, I've never been in the middle school, but let's go ask some other juniors.
On to that.
Hey Barons, it's Dylan. Hopefully all of you are informed on the retirement of Mr. Romero, along with the addition of our new principal, Dr. Salazar, beginning his time here in July. Salazar spent a few years at Bonita Vista Middle School, where he helped establish a Crusader way and will soon focus on keeping positive Baron traditions at the high school. He plans on preparing high schoolers for the real world, continuing the work he did at Bonita Vista Middle. We asked soon-to-be seniors how they feel about this transition during their memorable year.
Jed Kettle. I'm really excited. Mr. Romero was really good to me. You know, he'd always come out for like all sports stuff like that. He always say hi to me when I walk in through the little gate. I saw the little BVTV reel about Mr. Salazar, and he said he was gonna make a lot of effort for the incoming seniors and like preparing them for the real world and that kind of stuff, which I'm really excited for. Yeah. Thank you.
Adam Mitchell. Yeah, sure. I've heard a lot of good things about him from the middle school. I'm sure he's going to be a great replacement for Mr. Romero, as he's been a really good principal and a good person to me. I hope he comes out to the sporting events that we have here at Bonita Vista, because I think it'd be really cool to have an inclusive principal like Mr. Romero.
Many incoming seniors hope that Dr. Salazar is similar to Romero in a sense, hoping that he shows effort coming to ASB events, games, and overall their senior year entirely.
I'm a junior. My name is Joshua Hansen. I heard about his time being a principal at the middle school. He seems like a great guy, and hopefully he doesn't change too many rules.
Lots of people heard he performed well as a principal at the middle school, making seniors plan on the transition being successful. Congrats to Dr. Salazar on the big promotion.
Glad to hear that the juniors are excited as I am for our senior year and Dr. Salazar.
Yeah, me too.
Now, let's go back to the studio. It's always great to hear student opinions.
For sure.
I heard Leo is continuing the John Wick franchise this week.
Sounds great. On to Leo's Lemons.
What's up, Barons? As promised, last week I said I would review John Wick Chapter 2, so I won't be reviewing John Wick Chapter 2. I'm just kidding, Barons, but enough of me introducing the movie. Let's dive back into John Wick's universe. John Wick Chapter 2 takes place a couple days after the events of the first movie. John Wick plans to resume a quiet civilian life for cut short when an Italian gangster named Santino de Antonio shows up on his doorstep with a gold marker. This shows the favors that John Wick owes to Santino. Later ordered by Winston, the kingpin of the secret assassin society, the Continental, to respect the organization's ancient code, sends John on a mission to take out the Antonio's sister in Rome, the ruthless capo atop the Italian Camorra crime syndicate. This movie's a lot more fast-paced than the first John Wick movie, but it still has some of the greatest quotes, like the entire John Wick suit-up scene by the legendary The Sommelier. Good evening, Mr. Wick. It's been a long time. This implies that John and the sommelier have met more than once. John replies with, "I'd like a tasting." Now time for one of the best conversations I've heard, where the sommelier recommends John Wick an array of weapons for his task. John asks if there's anything with a little more bang to finish off the night. Could you recommend anything for the end of the night? Something big, bold? This is where the sommelier shows his expertise in these type of things like weapons and other stuff, by suggesting an arsenal of weapons like they were courses of a meal. Now let's rate this movie. I'd just give this movie a 5 out of 5 on the sweet lemons. I would even go as far as to say it's a little bit better than the original one. You know the deal, Barons. Don't cry. I'll be back next week with John Wick Chapter 3. Well, that's it for me, Barons. See you next week. Back to the studio.
The best franchises get better as they go.
Great review, Leo.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this broadcast, Barons.
Well, that's all for today. I'm Daisy.
And I'm Dylan. And we're signing off.